Merry Christmas! We hope you enjoyed your holiday season. And in a spirit of relaxation, we're going to share with you 5 things that we do in our family to enjoy our time together and to recharge our batteries.
If you're here looking for advice on how to organize your home or your day-to-day life, then you're in the right place. But the reason that we started a YouTube channel on the topic of planning and organization is with the end goal in mind of helping people to have more fun and to be able to relax and enjoy time with their family. And if you're interested in either one of those, the planning, organization, or the fun, spontaneous stuff, then please join us by hitting the subscribe button and clicking the bell icon for notifications. Now, Scandinavian Christmas is still going strong, and actually in Iceland it'll go for another couple of weeks. So we're gonna dive right in because we're not done relaxing.
Not at all. So here are the 5 things that we do to recharge our batteries and enjoy time together. The first thing is to play with Legos or Barbies or cars or whatever toy your kid loves. We really love Legos. If you've watched any of our videos before, you know this to be true. Me being from Denmark, Legos is like a national treasure. I played with it my entire life. I wore Lego clothes growing up, and Legos is in my blood.
And I love Lego, and I'm not even Danish! No, but we love playing with Lego together, and that could be just creative play, playing with the sets that the kids have already assembled, or reassembling some of their old sets that they've gotten for birthdays or Christmas, or even organizing the Legos, like categorizing into their storage boxes. We made a little video on that like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
That was one of our earlier videos.
It's still pretty good though.
Yeah.
And the kids, they enjoy keeping it up themselves. We taught them right. Oh, a couple of days ago, actually, it's a cute story. I came down here and behind us, we have the Christmas Legos that we have. And I came down to the living room and the kids, well, the oldest ones, they were playing with them, but all the faces were turned around so they were blank, and then they're all zombies. So they had a zombie epidemic going on in the Christmas village. Yeah.
That's why we love Legos. I mean, because it allows them to both like create and play with the Legos in such creative ways, and we encourage that even with zombies.
So what we encourage you to do is grab some Legos or some Barbies or some cars, whatever you like to do as a family, and have some free play.
Another thing that we really enjoy doing together is playing board games, and we play board games a lot compared to like an average Danish Icelandic family. Is that a thing?
Of course it is. We're above average in game boarding. No, board gaming.
And we've got a few favorites that we would like to recommend if you've got kids in the age range of what, like 3, 4 to
8, 9, 10.
9, 10, 11,
maybe more.
12, 13.
Yeah. Our kids are 6 and 8 right now, but we've been playing these for a while. We have a 1-year-old too, but he doesn't play games
Yet.
The first one is Love Letter. Now this is a card game. It takes place in old ancient royal times.
Old ancient royal times.
Where all the different cards have different attributes, and you have to be the one left standing with the highest number card. But it's gonna be hard because you get to lose your card along the way, and really it sounds complicated, but it's not.
It's
usually Emilia wins. So there you go. Old ancient royal times. I'm pretty sure that's a time period, right?
Like Victorian times?
That's probably more it.
The second board game we really like and would highly recommend is Rhino Heroes. So if you've ever played Uno, it's kind of like Uno, except
And Jenga.
Yeah, it's like a Uno and Jenga mix. An unholy mix that results in extraordinary fun times. So basically when you play a card, instead of just putting it in the played card pile, you stack the cards. And then you're moving this little Rhino Hero up the tower. So you're kind of building like a skyscraper, and then whoever makes the tower fall loses, and whoever has the fewest cards left
is the winner!
And
And this year is really fun to play without the kids as well. But it's recommended for like age 3 and up. So yeah, $3 to $99. Get this game, it's awesome. The next game is Jamaica. Now this here is more of a traditional board game where there's an actual board and you're each a little Viking ship. Nope. You're each a different little pirate ship. And you start in one place. You have to make your way around Jamaica, getting the most treasures and the most food and the most cannon along the way, and end with the most points. So it's really fun.
It's kind of like Sorry or Ludo if you've played those. It's like a racer game, but it just has a lot more interesting dynamics without being too complicated for young kids. It's really fun.
Yeah, and it takes about, what, 45 minutes to play?
Maybe a little bit more. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Another game that we would highly recommend is King of Tokyo. It's basically a dice rolling game where you play as a monster or a giant robot bunny, and your objective is to be the King of Tokyo, defeating all of the other monsters along the way. It's really fun, it's very well themed, and it's really easy to understand. You basically just roll the dice a few times, and then whatever you end up with is kind of your action. So you could be attacking the other monsters, or you could be collecting points, or saving up money to get like special card abilities, and so forth. It's fun, it doesn't take too long, and the kids love it.
The last game that we want to recommend is Story Cube. Now this is completely different. It's not a board game. It's just 9 dice that you have. You roll them, you get 9 different images, and then you tell a story according to those 9 different images. It's hilarious. The kids can really use their imagination, and we do it in different languages too. Yeah. That's our family.
Yeah.
But it's really funny, especially if you have some inventive kids.
Yeah, and actually, you could play it, just do a couple of rounds. It'll take like 10 minutes. So it's a really fun game that you can pick up and play on with just a tiny bit of time on your hands.
So hey, if your kids have gotten any toys that you got duplicates of or that really weren't that great, then return those and get these board games instead.
What are your favorite go-to activities for fun or relaxing times with your family? Now, we're always looking for fun things to do with our family, so we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below.
Now, the next thing that we do as a family is to go for a walk. So get into nature, hold hands, and just enjoy your time together. Touch sticks and throw them in the water. Do things that you can only do in nature.
Yeah, try not to get run over by bikes. This is a common hazard here in Denmark.
Yeah. Almost happened last time we went for a walk, so be careful with those bikes.
As a side note, we've started going out for runs in the morning, so we'll go a few times a week, and actually it's gotten to the point where our kids have noticed and asked to come with us, and that tends to be a really fun family activity.
It does, although they don't run as much like we do. They just want to hold our hands and then run as fast as they can as they're holding our hands.
Yeah.
So it slows down the tempo a little bit, but it brings up the cute factor.
Well, it's kind of like interval trainings, a high intensity interval training, because they'll run and they'll run and they'll run as fast as they can, and then they'll be exhausted. So you'll run 100 yards, and then it's like, okay, we'll slow down. I've heard this is good for you.
Yeah, that's also a recommendation. Go for a run, especially after Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Another activity that we really enjoy doing together is reading. Now, especially for me as an Icelander, I think it's a very rich part of our culture and history to kind of focus on reading together. Mm-hmm. And you may have seen a Facebook post or a meme kind of making the rounds leading up to Christmas about the Icelandic Christmas book flood. This is actually a thing, if you're wondering. Icelanders tend to publish a book at one point or another in their lives. I don't know if that's I don't know. But it's certainly very common, and especially in the weeks leading up to Christmas. So what we'll try to do is when we're in Iceland, we'll pick up a book or two. I love reading with the kids in Icelandic because, they don't hear as much Icelandic as they do Danish on a day-to-day basis. Right now, I'm actually reading a book with them about an underpants factory. And that's fun.
They seem to enjoy it at least. So for Christmas, they always get a book each, and then we will read that again and again over the next few days. So get your kids books and read to them during Christmas. Another thing that we really enjoy doing as a family is to icelast. Now this is an Icelandic word, but it means kind of wrestle for fun. Roughhousing each other in a nice, loving way. It's mostly a Binny thing, I must say, here at home. The kids and I enjoy it too, but it's more of a cuddly nature, whereas sometimes it gets crazy.
So we do that, and I enjoy it, and the kids enjoy it, and I don't know if this is there's any scientific evidence to back this up, but I think this is a great thing to do just before going to bed. I don't know, just my theory is that, don't spend too much time or effort trying to get your kids to calm down. Rather, take all of the leftover energy that they have at the end of the day and just get it all out through icelast.
So we're not parenting experts. This is just sharing something that actually works for us sometimes.
Now, I know we said we were talking about 5 things in this video, but we actually have a bonus thing that we are excited to do this Christmas, and that is to sit down together, now that we have the family around us, and share Christmas memories.
Exactly. So, like, for example, Marcus has been bringing back a memory that I told them last year a few times already this year, and that was when I was about 8 or 10. I went underneath the stairs and where all the gifts were lying, and I found one for me, and I just opened up a little bit and saw it was that Barbie doll with the necklace you could push, and she would talk, and she wore this beautiful red dress, and I was so excited.
You were so excited to get that, right?
I was so excited to get that, and I was super excited when I saw it, and then I like put it away, and I was like, but then Christmas came around, and I opened it, and I had that little like, this wasn't as great.
That's a very sad Christmas memory.
It is, but it taught me something. I never peeked again ever. And for some reason, I shared that with Marcus last year, and he's brought it up a few times. Like, oh, remember, Mom, that feeling you had? Yeah, I'm never gonna look. Never gonna look. No. So that's a Christmas memory.
Yeah. I have a good Christmas memory.
I have some too.
Presents. I remember when I got a Lego police station for Christmas. I really wanted that. That was kind of my first big Lego set. And I think it was also the same Christmas that my parents kind of allowed me to stay up a little bit later than, usually. And I remember staying up, piecing that set together, and most of the lights were out. Some of my siblings, my younger brother, he'd gone to bed. And I was building the Lego station, and there was just, candle lights and Christmas lights. So I stayed up quite late. But I just love that memory. That's like Christmas to me.
Coziness, that's hygge.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
what are your favorite Christmas memories? Let us know in the comments. This is a good time to be reflecting on all the good experiences and times that you've had in your life.
Yeah, and share them with your children as well. Give us a like too if you like this video, because that'll let us know to make more content like this in the future.
And we'll see you
next year.
And then we'll read with them. And usually also going to... Wow. Okay. So you may have seen a Facebook post. You may...